Hey, it's your favorite pal from the moon, Milkthrow. Yeah, I'm a bit nervous about this one. But before I get into it, let me just share this on my friend's Discord, Flex the Forsaken. As always, just share this on my friend's Discord, Flex the Forsaken. Also, that audio is a bit loud, I suppose, so yeah, let's keep it like that. As always, I like testing my audio. Flex the Forsaken. As always, I like testing my audio. Flex the Forsaken. Yeah, sorry about the confusing audio at the beginning, as always. There we go. That shouldn't be too loud. Okay, so copying the link right now and just putting it here. Your streams. Okay, enough stalling. Well, enough setup, I suppose. Okay, so last time I played Bug Fables, I said that I was going to be using this song in particular for the background when I streamed non-games, because I mean content that is not straight up video games. And yeah, because I think it fits the stream. It's chill, it's from a game I like. And well, right now I'm recording the whole desktop, so you can see the playlist. You can see that I have 2 unavailable videos, which pisses me off because I never know what videos those are. I wish they would give you the title at least, so you would get to know which ones were gone, you know, instead of just, oh, there's a video that is no longer there, and you're like, okay, but which one? All I'm asking is that you give me the name of the video that is no longer in the playlist, because otherwise I just don't remember. Anyways, but that is not what we are here to discuss, even though I could rant about issues I have with YouTube for hours. And speaking of issues I have, I think the microphone in my headset, I don't know what happened to it, but I think that the one that I'm using right now is the one that is default on the laptop. There's some weird stuff when it comes to the audio. I just don't understand it. For some reason, the OBS tells me that the audio I have in my laptop is the one being used, and it's pretty clear sounding, and the headset should be better, but it's not. Anyways, enough of that. So I just want to let you know that, okay, let me pause this real quick and let me hide the desktop so I can show you in person. This is my 2nd year of streaming on YouTube, okay? I've had this account since 2009, as you can see in my channel description, but I didn't start uploading content until, like streaming content, until October 8th, the 8th of October. But what if I told you that that is almost the truth? What if I told you that the real date is the 7th of October? I bet that you would believe me, because why else would I be lying? Just so, before we get started on everything, I just want to show you. So, back to showing the desktop. Here we go. So this is the first stream I've ever done. On October 8th, the 8th of October. But what if I told you that the real date is the 7th of October? I bet that you would believe me, because why else would I be lying? So before we get started on everything, I just want to show you. So this is the first stream I've ever done. I've ever done on YouTube. And I was nervous. Obviously, I didn't know how to use OBS. I still struggle with it a little bit. I didn't even have my channel mascot or my PNGtuber, if you will. So this is very much the first stream I even announced publicly in my friend's Discord, Flux the Forsaken. And we're not gonna be reacting to it or anything like it, but we're gonna be skimming through it just a little bit for old time's sake. So the first two games that I streamed were Scratching Melody and Holocure. It was back when Holocure was not on the Steam list. It was just on itch.io, or itch.io, I should say. So yeah, I was struggling here to get started. And you can see here, Flux the Forsaken shows up. And this was the first time that he checked anything I did, because it was the first thing, right? So he wasn't even a mod. One of the first things I ever did on this channel was to make him a mod. So that's pretty funny. I don't know if you can hear me. I don't think I'm saying anything right now.
No photo of my friend.
Oh yeah, this I used to have I'm looking at it right now, an older set head. It doesn't work as good as it did before. I don't think it ever worked that good. It is not very high quality. It's a hand-me-down, so who knows how much use my mother or whoever was using it got out of it before I got my hands on it. So for the longest time, I tried to use not the longest time, but I tried to use my cell phone as the microphone. And I just couldn't. I couldn't figure out how to. And the tutorials that I watched said that I had to download like some other stuff to make it work instead of just plugging a cable. So that didn't happen. Right now, I feel like I need another headset because this one isn't doing it well. Like, I don't think this is working too well. But at least for now, I can manage, right? Last stream, by the way, it had the fan running in the background, and it was very much distracting. So I'm toughing it out right now, and I'm trying to not turn it on. Maybe we will once we start playing Holocure, at least for a little bit. But
that used to babysit me.
yeah, one of the
Yeah,
issues
Copycat, that's the one.
that I had in this stream, I should
because I
up the
already played
resolution
this
a
game,
little bit.
I know that you can sort around with this thing.
I didn't want to read the text because I was very self-conscious about how I sound. I still do, but I kind of have to, pump myself up and just like get it over with. Once I get into the rhythm of things, it just comes out more naturally, and I don't have to think too much about what I'm saying.
I can just get it here.
So yeah,
And
this game, Scratching Melody, has a little bit of dialogue, or whatever. And I streamed for a comfortable 2 hours,
The
like
songs are super
an
short,
hour
by the way,
55.
but they get
And I had some technical issues, as you can see here. Just a blank screen, and I couldn't figure out how to play Holocure. But I did, and all of this I did while capturing my desktop. I wasn't capturing the window or using the game capture that is in OBS.
I don't know, I don't remember how many.
You can hear me there in the background.
They made a very popular cover of that song.
Okay, so when we play Holocure now, I'm gonna be playing with capturing the window, and I'm gonna be lowering the resolution a little bit so it can run a little bit better. Let me remind you, I'm streaming from a laptop, so this is very like guerrilla warfare type streaming, like kind of ghetto. I'm gonna be honest. It was even before I started doing the timestamps correctly. I just did the timestamps for the games. Okay, so Scratching Melody starts here, and Holocure starts here. Later on, I started to experiment with how I would do my timestamps. Like, I would separate them on, okay, this block is what happens in the game, and this other block are like funny moments or interesting conversations. But right now I just do it all in a row, like chronologically, and I separate the important game moments with emojis. So if you're interested in something from the game, you can locate it much easier. Uh, what the fuck is the thumbnail? I know, it'll make sense. It'll make sense later on. So, as you can see, this stream in particular was uploaded on the 8th of October 2022, 2 years ago. And this was my first stream, my first public stream. But before that, before I knew any better, I experimented a little bit with uh, the day before that, the 7th of October. So I didn't know anything about streaming, OBS, YouTube, anything like that. I really wasn't good at it, but I wanted to try it out. And I didn't announce this to anyone, so this video is unlisted. It is still Holocure, and the volume is horrible.
The
like,
original one, this is heavily inspired by that.
you can barely hear my voice. It's mostly like the game volume blaring out. I didn't even have the idea of using my cell phone as a second screen and testing my volume live, so this wouldn't happen again. Even to this day, I still struggle a little bit with trying to get the volumes right. Obviously, it helps if I have an audience, but if not, I guess I just spent a little bit of time trying to get it right. I didn't even do a full round of Holocure, and the game was extremely slow, like the gameplay, because I had my my browser open, I have OBS open, I had the game open, I was capturing my desktop, so all of these things wouldn't let the game run correctly. If I were to do this nowadays, I would just capture the window instead of trying to use the desktop. And besides, this is too much resolution, like too much pixels, like for the game to be captured smoothly. So I now play on a smaller window. But yeah, I was just talking to myself basically, and I was very nervous. I was like, see how slow that timer goes? This is in real seconds. This is like second and a half. Anyways, so yeah. This was my real first stream, so my real second year anniversary, I guess it was yesterday. It's just something that I wanted to show. But yeah, this is the official one, so
it's pretty fun.
I feel more comfortable with this one, even though I didn't have a mascot or anything. I got used to the idea of the mascot really quickly. I think it was my second published stream, which was Wario Date. I just really wanted a mascot to represent myself with, because I'm not going to be using a face cam or anything like that. I want at least some privacy. So I came up with a mascot, and I had already made like the design. But yeah, so I just put it in this the stream. Okay, enough of that. Hopefully the music isn't too loud. I'm gonna be lowering a little bit here. And now let's get to the weird thumbnail, huh? Okay, so the thing about the thumbnail, and you see Shrek there taking the photo, and there's YouTube, a phone battery, and the time, and also a certain website that I'm not going to say. And that's because since it's my second year anniversary, I wanted you guys to get to know me a little bit better. I do something weird when I see interesting comments on YouTube or some other website, something that I find funny or just interesting. I usually take a screenshot of it and I just leave it on my computer. So I'm gonna be showing you the normal screenshots first. So there's this movie called 13 Going on 30. 13 Going on 30. And it's a romantic movie. It's already 20 years old. It's a pretty old movie. but I really liked it when I was younger, and I still like it. So I was watching clips of it, right? And I just found these interesting comments. I don't censor any names or anything like it because it's the internet. If I found it, you can find it, and I don't condone any harassment or whatever. Also, yeah, Mark Ruffalo is there. The Hulk is in that romantic film. 13 going 30. 30 going 13 is also funny. I don't remember that one. I didn't know it had a sequel or something like that. Anyways, there's this comment that I encountered while watching clips of that, and I just thought it was super bizarre. So I'm gonna be reading it now. We have this person saying, even though this is a chick flick, I totally love this movie, and I'm a straight Air Force dude. So this was 6 years ago, as we see here in this first comment. So then some other person goes, I'd love to get to know you. I live in Miami, but I warn you, I'm very boring. Oh, I love boring, but I've never found a guy who likes these movies. If you're ever in Miami, let me know. I will take you out for some coffee. I am 49 years old though. I think the 49-year number threw you off. Shame. I'm a nice guy. So then we get some more comments of the same person saying, oh, I'm in Cali. Why haven't you been married? What's your email? Which, by the way, you should never publish your email on a YouTube comment. That just seems like a bad idea. I just like the freedom. But anyway, good luck to you and happy talking to you. So I think this is the last time we see this guy, but she keeps going. We should chat. As you can see, this was 6 years ago, the first comment, and now this one is 4 months ago. This person kept trying to message this guy for 6 years. I just found it like so bizarre, like this is the beginning of a Netflix documentary over here. Hope you are well, Roberto. Oh, okay. Well, what do you love about it? Yeah, I hope to find a man who'll look at me the way Maddie looked at her when they were still very young. What do you look like? You should post it on YouTube profile instead. Jesus Christ. I just find it funny how after 6 years, this person was still trying to hook up under a 13 going on 30 YouTube comment section. That is so funny to me. That is insane. I cannot see for I do not speak Spanish, so I'm glad you told me. I mean, yeah. Okay, so I also have right here in the top right, top left corner, some titles for it, just to remember the context. So, my older brother said autistic. I've never heard him talk. My sister and parents used to tell me about it, his voice. Now being older, I will give anything to hear his voice just one. I want him to tell me about everything people did to him, and I would do anything to give him the justice he deserves. Here's to you, Mike. I don't know what video is this, but it just hits hard, man. It's just pretty sad. And I remember the first, I mean not the first, there's at least 2 cases that I've heard of neurodivergent people being very quiet during childhood, even still being considered like mute. And after that, just they start talking out of nowhere in full sentences. It's just a different way that the human body works, the human mind, everything. And they can be shocked into not talking, and they can just be born not talking at all. It's so weird. I just hope this guy is okay, but I found this isn't a funny comment, but mind you, by the way. I just found it interesting. Oh, this is the most recent one. I took this one yesterday because I just found it so funny. I had an art teacher in high school who hated the word sucks, and you would get in trouble for saying it in her class. Instead, we would say something like, wow, that class inhales vigorously. When we started getting in trouble for saying that, we would just suck in air loudly. On and on it went. So I just imagine everybody in class being displeased by something that the teacher did, and everybody going, oh, such a funny gag. Man, you gotta have some thick skin to work with children. I could never be a teacher. I would. Oh man, I don't have the patience for it. I'm not too good with kids, to be honest. I mean, I'm good with kids on a certain age range. If they are too young or too teenager, I don't think I can deal with them because I would just get annoyed with them. But like when they are like 4 to 10, I can bond with them better because I just know how to talk to them. I didn't grow up around many younger siblings or cousins or anything like that. I'm one of the youngest ones in my family, and unless I become an uncle, I don't think I'm gonna be dealing with kids too much in the future. Oh, but this one is funny. Inhales vigorously. That's a classic. This is a biker that was just speaking truth. Obviously, I'm exaggerating it. It's a bit weird. Moral of the story here is to get a dog, not a wife. Dog makes you happy, wife makes you homeless. Sometimes it's just funny if I don't know the context of the video or the image or whatever I took the screenshot from. I'm just like, who hurt you, guy? Who hurt you this badly? This one's okay. Oh yeah, I have the context here because I didn't want to lose it. This was from a Bonbon and Lyra Titanic video. These are characters from My Little Pony. Somebody did like a weird A and B or something like that. It was like a fan comic and it was very emotional or whatever. But I just found this comment pretty curious. I'm a very sensitive guy, but because I have ADHD, I have to take pills and I turn into a no emotion robot and I hate it. But today I didn't take my pills and I had so many emotions that were locked up on the inside. Happiness, joyfulness, enthusiastic. But when I saw this, all of those sad times when I was a no emotion robot, like when my grandma died and I didn't share one tear, or when my mother was in a car accident, they all just flooded over me and I cried for a very long time. I miss emotions. I've never taken pills for any of my weird ailments or possible ailments, I don't know. I'm usually the type of person that tries to deal with anything that might affect me naturally. But this sounds very scary, and many people have said that when they start taking pills they kind of lose almost like this sense of themselves. So I just thought this was crazy, and the one thing that was what broke the camel's back was a fan fiction of My Little Pony. That is just funny. I mean, it's not funny in the sense that this person is suffering, it's just like, wow, that was what broke you down. I understand, I'm not judging. More My Little Pony memories. If you couldn't tell, I used to watch this show. Okay. So 11 months ago. Had my first kiss at BronyCon 2012, where this aired. She dumped me right after the convention ended. 8 years later, I've got a new girlfriend, but I still look back at that con as a great time. Screw you, Lindsay. That just slays me. I never got a chance to watch this because I was limited. I've been in the fandom since 3rd season, and this was also my nostalgic. Yeah, this is just nostalgia, but this first one at the BronyCon 2012 got me. Oh, I remembered, man. I was in the fandom, to call it that, you know, since very, very early. I got mid-season 1. I was in the fandom mid-season 1, so I got very early there. And I remember BronyCon 2011, because 2011 was when the show came out. And it was pretty like non-existent. There were very few people, and it was in like a very barren building, very few people, very few videos, like whatever. There weren't that many people, but BronyCon 2012, that shit, man, was insane. You can find plenty of videos in cringe compilations, I'm sure, but yeah, there were concerts and light shows and bunch of cosplays, bunch of events. It was massive, and I always thought, I don't care how crazy it might have been there, I would have liked to been in the 2012 convention at least. It's just crazy. I call this one character development. So this first comment was 2 years ago. I was watching Friends clips because I really like Friends. Judge me if you want, it is a very millennial taste. But yeah. The context of this scene was that Joey, this character, was feeling things about Rachel. So this guy goes, Joey, you're the man, you went soft after this. And then he goes after a year, my man was terrified, I feel the same way now, fuck. Man, that is some character development. I just found it funny. Oh, this one, this one's from a Chica Conroy video. It has nothing to do with Chica Conroy himself, but he opened up about certain, I guess, drama, you could call it that, but I guess misunderstandings or past friendships that didn't end on the best terms. So people were opening up in the comment section, and I found this comment, and I found it kind of relatable or just sad. So I'm gonna be reading it now. Yeah, I know how you feel, Emil. Emil is Sugar Conroy's real name. I still remember some fun memories with this girl I knew. We both wrote stories and it seemed like nothing would go wrong. Then one day I sent a message to her through fanfiction.net. And the next thing I knew, that message that was meant for her eyes only was posted on her profile for all to see. And it felt like she was making fun of me. I got so mad that I messaged her again to remove it, and all she did at first was rewrite it and take away any mention of me. I still felt betrayed though, and when she finally removed it, I felt like it was reluctance on her part, and I wasn't able to talk to her again after that. Back then my feelings got hurt easily, but at the same time she really should have asked if it was alright to use my message, if she wanted to make a point. Hearing you tell your story and then ending it on that part on Twitter, it reminded me of her and for a moment made me feel just as bad. I figure it was on my part too, like I should have reacted better. Sorry to hear about what happened to you, Emil. On a happier note, I agree we should have a remake of Mario Sunshine. Yeah, I mean, who hasn't been here at least? To greater degrees or even lower degrees, just a misunderstanding with an internet person and you hurt them or they hurt you unintentionally or maybe intentionally, you don't know, and you just create all of these crazy narratives inside your head and you wonder if you overreacted or if they were being malicious. I mean, everybody has gone through this at least once, I feel like, if we are on the internet. I just found it so relatable. Okay, so this was under the Country Roads song comment section. Have a good stream, thank you, Zor. I freaking live in Greece. Why do I get so emotional every time I listen to this song? Don't even know where West Virginia is located at. Yeah, that's just the power of music. This was on a Moist Critical video. He was talking about how he was a bad flirt. And this one is just relatable AF. I have the exact opposite problem. I can flirt, but once they like me, they realize I have nothing to talk about but Steam games and bad support analogies. Bad tech support analogies. I don't know the context on this, Don't try this at home. My ex cheated on me because I kept making Naruto references during sex. Well, this was on a Game Grumps dancing video. I showed this to my father. I have never seen him look so disappointed, other than when I showed him the B movie translated into binary. I just love the title of this video and the thumbnail. PewDiePie, all women are queen, reaction, hilarious, 2 crying faces. And the people watching the video, they couldn't be more bored. Say what you want about reaction channels. People were harping on them like really strong back in the day, like around 2016, 17. And for a while, the pushback was so bad that reaction channels just were kind of afraid to come out. Like, reacting on YouTube was like such a taboo thing, even though it was always a thing. I feel like the Fine brothers making such a mistake trying to trademark the word react, and just the fact of reacting to videos on YouTube just left people with a bad taste in their mouth. But they're not going anyway. I mean, as long as YouTube exists, there's gonna be reacting channels. I try not to do it too often because, I mean, I do agree, if you're just gonna sit there and watch a video, like, what are you doing? Like, you're not making, you're pretty close to stealing the video, I should say. I don't know. Unless you're being transformative, or you just do it occasionally because you want to show something to your audience, like you're showing the class. That's why reaction videos are a lot more normalized on Twitch. On Twitch they don't make such a fuss about it. Still, I want to make a reaction on certain VTubers clips that I have on a playlist, so I'll do that. I just found this one so funny. Hinata has bad tasting men. How? If she was real, she should like me. Lol, what's with the lol? Relatable AF. Okay, so remember the biker that wanted to have a dog instead of a wife? This is the opposite of that. Baby, I can't fight this feeling anymore. I don't know if that's the song. That's not important. Kissed my wife for the first time to this song when I was 13. Still feels the same after 30 years. Alright, I respect that. You know, people always, I mean, it's mostly like boomer humor. They're like, oh, I hate my wife, I don't want to get married, oh, I wish I could be single, the old ball and chain, all of that, right? It's nice to see a chain of that, like a change, I mean. I don't know if I would get married, but that's another topic for another day. Stranger Things did not bring me here, but please leave the door open 3 inches wide. Yeah, it was just this comment that I like. I call this one mood killer. I think it was just a military dad surprising his son by coming back home. I am an Iranian soldier, and I cried, welcome to your country, man. I wish one day finish all wars. Always politics have made wars. Dirty politics from Iran. And then this guy comes out of nowhere, all America, and says, thanks bro, one day we will capture Iran like Iraq, and we will save you from bad leaders. Still feel the same? So out of pocket. I call this one Pika-me in real life because she likes Reese's peanut butter cups. So, as a college student, I once ate Reese's peanut butter cups in the hot shower after being bullied and embarrassed at a party. 9 out of 10. They melted a little bit from the hot water, but I don't give a fuck, and ate like 10 of them, and wiped the chocolate on my face and chest as I cried sitting on the floor of the shower. Ah, good memories. This one is a bit of a boomer moment, but I don't care. I don't like Bel Air, like most people do, but I respect it. Will Smith always has had a big ego, but I think the entire cast of Prince of Bel Air, man, really, they all pulled their weight. They were very iconic. Matter of fact, I always found Will Smith kind of annoying in that household, but I guess that was kind of the point, because it was like to make the comparison of like the rich family and the Will Smith who just came there. Okay, so people don't realize, but sitcoms back in the 90s were actually aiming to educate people about everyday stuff, comedy or drama, and The Fresh Prince was one of them. Man, I don't dwell in the past, but I miss those days so damn much. Yeah, I understand. I have an affinity to older, like sitcoms. They don't really do sitcoms anymore, and if they do, they are, I don't know, like... the first thing that comes to mind is Big Bang Theory, even though that is old and already finished. But it's more along those vibes, like... It's not so much like a cheesy, comfy, almost anecdotal type of thing. It's just like, oh, wacky friendships and sex, you know? Also, notice how the time and the battery, they are all 4s. That is not a coincidence. I don't remember the full video that this was from. I do remember that it was on a Nintendo Capri Sun video, or Breaking NCS video, his other channel. I was watching this at 2:43 AM, so maybe it hit more back then than it does now. Okay, let me see. Man, we're so alike. Not in the life we've had, but just in personality, etc. That thing you said about normal, I understand that on a deep level. Because I went through something similar. Had this friend who I had a crush on, and whenever I was with her or talked with her, I actually felt normal. Like a normal human being. Like be able to just be a normal human, talk about embarrassing stuff, show hunger and pain or smile and laugh, and just feel relaxed in general. Because I suffer from social anxiety and I have ADHD and Asperger's syndrome. But when I was with her, I just forgot everything. I was just a normal human. Wish I could feel that way again. And then the whole thing about not being able to say anyone's name, I get that. I really do. I can say someone's name to another person, but I really dislike saying, well, for example, I don't like saying, "Hey Mike," to my brother Michael, or just say, "Hey," or something else like that to get their attention. The whole thing in looking in people's eyes. Obviously I'm not quite in that level, but obviously I have very much social anxiety, and the whole thing about looking people in the eyes, that is still tough to this day for me. I don't know, it just feels like something too intimate to do. To look at a person's eyes, unless you're trying to make a point. Oh god, no, I'm not telling that story. Okay. There was this Jehovah's Witnesses, people that I mean, they usually patrol the neighborhood and sometimes they knock on my door. But I was at my dad's, another house, right? And there were another group of Jehovah's Witnesses. And I was not in the mood to deal with them because I was taking care of my dad after a surgery. And I wasn't necessarily busy, but I just didn't want to deal with them. So I go to them, I say, hello, what's, like, they were knocking on the door, right? So I tell them, like, hey, what's up? And they're like, oh, we're here to talk about blah blah blah, right? Could I take a little bit of your time? Are you interested in discussing this with us? And I'm like, not really. I just said that. I said not really, right? And they said, well, here's something, and then they start talking, even though I said I didn't want to talk. So what I start doing, I mean, I should have just turned 180 degrees and just walk away, right? Just leave them talking. But what I did in a very passive-aggressive manner, I just held in eye contact with them the whole time they were talking, almost like glaring at them, because I was like, I am not interested in this, and you are basically forcing me to stay here and listen to you. So they looked at me like, okay, and they just kept talking their shit. And they were like, okay, so what's your name? And I'm like, I'm not telling you. And they were like, okay, bye. And so they left. Man, I just hate Jehovah's Witnesses. So this is Rocky Horror Show picture. This is a very LGBTQ movie. Back in the day, it was also kind of like horror inspired, so I was watching this last Halloween actually. And I've never watched it, but I found it pretty interesting. I wouldn't say it's one of my favorite movies, but I definitely respect it and like it. It was a whole ass phenomenon back in the 80s. They were broadcasting this at cinemas during midnight, and it was people will dress up and just recite the movie and the songs. It was very interesting. You should look into it if you're interested. But I just found this comment. I don't know if it's real or not. Sounds kind of real, but it also sounds like Wattpad fanfiction. So let's see. This movie is so dear to my heart. I was in 9th grade gym class, and there was a weird kid wearing a button that said, I can't even think straight. This was in the 90s when everything was gay, and she means that in a derogative way, because I was also alive during the 90s, I mean, kind of, but yeah. And yeah, when people said, oh, that's so gay, it was like, that is so lame, ridiculous, stupid, negative. It was a negative term. Yeah, so I pointed and laughed and said, ha ha ha, you're a gay. And he said, yeah. And he instantly became my best friend. Found out he lived right across the street from me. We had the same birthday. We became inseparable. Learned his mom was gay too, and they invited me over for a movie night, and it was this movie. They took me to the Pride Fest and gave me the best memories and friendship I could ever ask for. Every time I see this, I think of them. I'm not saying this didn't happen, but I'm a bit skeptic. This seems like a bit more of a modern type of thing that could happen. But hey, if it did happen, good for them, I guess. Okay, so now these are the comments from that website, which is green and I do not want to say on stream. It actually became a little bit of a trend to post these types of comments from this website on Twitter. But whenever I found the thread, I was always late, so I didn't want to post mine. And besides, I was saving it for this stream. So if another time another thread pops in which people are sharing their own comments, I guess I'm gonna be posting these ones. I remember I was jorking it to this over 10 years ago on my PSP. Yeah, this was Naruto hentai, so that is not a surprise. It was ancient. This is just weird, but kind of wholesome in a way. What's a girl gotta do to get captured these days, huh? Be cute and alluring, which I'm sure you're accomplished at. Oh, my friend Flux is busy. It doesn't matter. I guess I'll leave the timestamps. There we go. That is an incredibly sweet thing to say to a stranger, especially on a mostly anonymous porn site. Even in context, really heartwarming. I like you, super dude. So bizarre. I wonder what WolfieTube will think of my micro penis. That is the question, huh? So funny. This was just, this was a radio station. I mean, I guess a radio live stream. It was called Sad Boys Radio. I liked it because they played like, well, very moody type of songs. But, I haven't been there in a while. I guess I usually don't listen that much to music. But there was a live chat, right? Because it was a live stream. So I started talking to this person, and it's funny that we made a connection. So, what are you playing? Because we were talking about video games. Oh, I'm playing Minecraft. On a Game Boy Color? Unlikely. No, on my laptop. If I was playing that, I'd be playing Pokemon. Total nerd here. I love Pokemon. Audino is my favorite. Yours? Zoroark. That's a good one. We're Unova pals. Yeah. That's just nice. If I was in that radio station, I was probably kind of moody that day, so it was nice to just have a connection. There we go. Okay, this is in Spanish, but I'm gonna have to translate it. The context here is a certain Naruto Shippuden scene. It was when Shikamaru's sensei, Asuma, died. And he was talking to his father, Shikamaru was talking to his father. And his father basically told him he has to let go of that emotion, basically let it out. And then he can deal with the situation. So sorry, I was checking my phone. So this is the translation. This scene is very significant to me. I mean, very meaningful, I guess. This scene is very meaningful to me because when my father died, I didn't have the opportunity to say goodbye. And like the big brother that I am, I had to provide for the family during those moments. I remember when I watched this scene, I could feel I managed to unleash all the pain that I had inside, and I felt that my father talked to me through Shikaku. Shikaku is Shikamaru's dad. It's a very intense scene, but that was my first step, and at last I could finally move forward. Hugs from heaven. That is very intense. I legit think every single girl I study with thinks I'm interested in them. I just can't keep seated and looking forward for any longer than 3 seconds, so I tend to look around a lot. Lol, I get that. There have been multiple times where my gaze has lingered on a girl as I looked around the room, and then she makes eye contact with me, and I worry that she thinks I was staring at her. Yeah, this sucks so much. It happened to me a lot during college years. A little bit during high school, but mostly during college. Obviously, I can't keep still. I'm a very, like, I don't know if it's ADHD or whatever, but I just look all over the place. I fidget a lot. I get distracted a lot. So yeah, sometimes I just look at people, and not even intentionally. I'm just scanning the room, checking out things, like the walls, or maybe their books, or checking out their pencils, or maybe their attire or something like that. And people are gonna be thinking, oh, he's looking at me. And I don't want to seem like a creep because, well, I'm a very big guy. Wherever I go, I'm always one of the tallest people in the room. Usually, there's no one taller than me wherever I go. So I don't want to seem intimidating or anything like that. But hey, it happens. I think this was like a very loud thing. So one time I was in the bathroom nutting. You know what that means. And my older brother came, beat the door and yelled at the top of his lungs, "FBI, open up." It was one of the scariest moments of my life. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why... Sorry. I burped. I don't know why I didn't crop some of this. I suppose I didn't know how to do it at the time, but I was just too lazy. Oh, I like this one. This one's a bit of a wholesome story. So this former YouTuber is called the Cartoon Catastrophe, and he was a fairly young person when I ran into his content, because he started to do lost media. In case you don't know what lost media is, it's basically like you remember something from your childhood, or something that you might have seen on the internet or television, and you can't find any evidence of it, but you know that you saw it, right? And then you go on the internet and you say like, "Yo, I saw this thing, I don't know if anybody else saw it." And some people say they might have seen it, or they remember it a little bit different, but there's basically no digital evidence of it or no physical evidence of it. So people obsess over it and try to find it until they actually do. So he did content among those lines, and also cartoons or things adjacent to that. What's interesting is that I found him when he was... I think he didn't even have 100 subscribers at the time. But I ended up following his content and I saw him grow and grow, so... Here's the comment that I left after he said that he was done doing YouTube videos. "Oh shucks, man. I was always happy when I saw your bits pop up on my subbox. I found you out of nowhere and saw you getting better and better." And he did, he really did. In any case, like others have said, you do you. It's admirable that you follow your goals with such a determination. I'll always appreciate the good times your content gave me. As a fellow film student, I respect and admire your efforts and fruits of your labor. Take care and good luck, Bob. You'll do great. I've seen you on so many of my videos, and it means a lot to me that you've been a constant viewer. It absolutely means the world to me. Thank you for the kind words, and I hope film school is going well for you. That is just so fucking wholesome. It is very wholesome. Chungos Reddit 10,000, but I don't care. It is very much wholesome. And I'm very happy that it ended in that way. I mean, he uploaded like a couple of videos after that, but it was mostly like school projects or stuff that wasn't like YouTuber type content. I still have the subscription there. I don't have the heart to take it out. And he seems to be doing okay. Like, he is very versed in arts, whether it is music or animation or anything like that, like filmmaking. So I think he'll do okay. I really hope so. And well, film school is done for me because I already got my degree. So hey, I at least got my degree, huh? Oh, this is the last one. This is from Y2K, a postmodern RPG. Claudio, who is a black character in the game, Claudio having a dream where his little brother turned into Alex, who is a white character, reminds me of when my stepbrother's black siblings convinced him that when he turned 8, he'd turn black. And so my white 7-year-old stepbrother started crying. Oh, that is so funny. Okay, so that's it for the interesting comments, but I still have something even more bizarre to show you. Okay, so I use my phone a lot, and I use it when I watch YouTube or basically to do anything, right? So I've been doing this for literal years and years and years. Whenever the battery of my phone and the current time coincide in certain patterns, I like to take a screenshot of it. So let me explain to you what I mean by showing you. Okay, so there's over 50 of this. So here we go. So here's 8 battery and 8 PM. I thought that was pretty cool. Here's 9, 10, 11 all in a row. All 10s, 10, 10, 10. All 11s, 11, 11, 11. Sometimes I just find it funny to see what the hell I was watching when I was taking the screenshots. Mostly on YouTube, by the way. See, here's the report of the week, also known as Review Bro. So 50 at 5 PM, pretty interesting. All 2s. I was watching PewDiePie here. 30, 3 PM. 68, 6 and 8. That was pretty funny. I don't know. 27, 39. Don't judge me, I was feeling nostalgic. 10, 11, 12. 11, 11, 11. I like how you can tell it was right after. 10, 10, 10. Most likely watching a Flux stream, because otherwise I wouldn't be watching Kingdom Hearts. Maybe it was Koi. 73, 73. 61, 611. You can see that my Twitter icon was different even. 11, 1, 11. 7, 7, 7. We're not gonna have a 7 here, so I think this is the best case scenario. 10, 1, 10. I was watching a speedrun apparently. I was watching Game Grumps here. 55, 50. A lot of review bro. 11, 1, 11. And Undertale. So 33, 3, 33. This is the forbidden website. 6666. More Game Grumps. 10 and 1 AM. Yeah, so I just like taking screenshots of these patterns. And like I said, I've been doing it for literal years. 10, 11, 12. This is funny, a 1%. I don't let my phone do this anymore. This was back when I had an older model. People used to say that it was better to let your phone completely collapse. Just use all of the battery that it has and then charge it 100%, because that will help battery life. But since then, I think batteries have evolved to the point that doing that is actually bad for it. So I just let it get to 5%, maybe 2 if I'm being too stubborn and I don't want to get up, and then I plug it. But yes, so even this is an interesting memory to have, back when I would let my phone be at 1%. More 11s, I was watching someone Japanese, I guess. 43, 430. This one's kind of cheating. Fully charged phone. I wasn't watching Evangelion, this was one of my phone desktops at the time. All 12s, all 11s. This is my current phone, I think, yeah. So 3 and then 4. All 4s, all 2s. here I was rewatching my stream. I don't remember why, but all 2s, all 4s. I was jerking it here, so don't even say anything. Here's the thing, I was reluctant to post in this one because it's a little bit embarrassing, but check it out, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Like, come on, that's as good as it gets. All 11s. Yeah, I was watching Game Grumps. 3s and then 4s. 3s and then 4s again. 740 and then 74. All 4s. All 2s. All 1s. All 3s. All 3s. 4, 4 and then 4, 4, 8. Which is kind of funny because 2 4s make an 8, so I still see a pattern there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. I wish it was a 5, but I was texting with someone, so yeah, I even had to censor their icon. Okay, this one's amazing. It's gonna take a little bit of an explanation to do. This show is called 31 Minutos, which means 31 minutes, and it's a very famous puppet show from Chile. It is famous all throughout Latin America and even some other places. So the thing is that the show is called 31 Minutes, right? And here's the channel name, 31 Minutes, and it was uploaded 31 minutes ago. Isn't that fucking insane? Like, that is the best thing I've ever seen. Is this Rumi or Ross? Okay, so here's all 3s and the 4G kind of fucks it up here. Sometimes I do this with videos. If the year and the views coincide, I also take a screenshot. See, years and views again. George Carlin. All 3s here with the likes and the dislikes and the views. I only wish it was part 3, but still good enough. Like, they are all in a row and everything. I was watching Dashi. Yeah, all 2s. 7-Eleven. All 4s. I think I was watching... Yeah, rewatching my stream, right? Yeah. Sometimes I just like going back to my streams and checking out the timestamps. So here we have 1, 2, 5, and 6. It's a shame that I didn't have the 4, but I noticed the pattern and I still said good enough. These are the more recent ones because I got into Breaking Bad. This was right around the period where my cat died. So I have all 4s here and I have 8s. Like I said, if it's like a multiple of the number, I still count it as a pattern. See, I was watching a lot more Breaking Bad content here, like behind the scenes and all of that. 4s, 6. This one is great, all 5s. 4s and 6. 3s and 6. I was watching Philly apparently. Rewatching my stream. 3s and then 2s. This one is cool. 11, 12, 13. Here are 2 1s, which I guess it's not the best, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's the last one I took. So, yeah, a little bit epically quirky of me. But that's just the type of person that you're watching on the screen now. So, man, that took way longer than I thought it would take. So, tell you what, we are gonna be playing Holocure because it's already on the thumbnail. Oh, there's one last thing that I want to show you. I guess I wanted to show you this when the new update dropped.
Incorporated into achievement. My Discord start the game.
Wait. I wanted to show you this when the update came out. But I I think it's better off now. Okay, here we go. Nice house, thank you. So you just missed a bunch of stuff that I did. So this is gonna be a weird continuation. But we're gonna be playing Holocure, and the update is supposed to come out during late October or beginning of November. But it hasn't come out yet, and it's my anniversary. And for my anniversary, I always play Holocure. So I wanted to show off all of the achievements that I got in bulk when the Indonesia update came up, and I just want
My
to show this
default.
off
My default settings.
because the
Okay,
achievements
okay.
start popping up like crazy.
Yeah, I think even the volume carried over because I played it with very low volume.
This was the Steam release.
Man, if I had known it was gonna be like this, I would have just started the stream right away, but okay, you can see me toggling with my volume, but please ignore that for now. And I scratched my head way too hard. Oh my god, that hurts. Ooh, so yeah, new unlocks already. Oh! Okay, so you can see my achievements.
So many of them at
Be
once.
defeated while using Halo, okay. More? Deal 1000 damage, deal 10,000 damage, if 50 hamburgers. Killer game stage mode without moving at all. I don't need. Okay, yeah. Uh huh. Look at all that.
They won't stop coming.
500 damage in one game. Defeat a Yago. Be defeated by Yago. Defeat a Silver Yago. Okay, all of the Yago achievements. Super box. Drop a super item. Clear a stage in hardcore. Only main weapon. 10 enchantments. Fail enchantments.
Holy smokes.
Okay.
I wonder if this is gonna happen again when the update comes out.
Stage, okay.
I played over 200 hours of Holocure. I like it that much.
Boing.
So many of them. I'm so glad I
Okay.
recorded this, because I wanted to show it off on stream at least once.
Okay. Yeah, my reaction is not that impressive right now. I'm just get some help. Yeah.
Yeah, that is
Is that it?
the 100% completion.
Nope.
Oh, there's more.
Are we done? Let me look at the achievements real quick. Oh. Okay, yeah, this is a new one. But I had all 120 before the update.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I was just checking what was new. Yeah, I like that. Isn't it technically your 14th anniversary because your channel was made back in 2009? Um, yeah, I mean, the title of the stream says celebrating my second anniversary of streaming, because back then I didn't make any content. So yeah, I just had the channel to watch YouTube videos, save playlists, and leave comments and all of that. So yeah, it's my second year of streaming. I guess I just needed VTubing to become a thing so I could be comfortable enough to do what I do. Even back then, people, mostly Japanese people, um, used to oh used to use mascots instead of showing their faces or whatever. So I guess it's not really that much of a new concept. It's just um, all that. I guess I needed a little bit of a push of inspiration, I suppose. I know there's no music, but that's because I usually play this on mute. So now there should be volume. Let me just test my volume as I always do. Is the volume okay? Yeah, it's okay. Do you think we'll ever get a Milkthrow face reveal? If there is enough dedicated people, I bet you could find my face out there. I'm not encouraging people to do it, but I know that it can be done. I mean, when it comes to privacy online, I just don't believe in it anymore. Like, if the person is obsessed enough with you, they're gonna be finding you whether you like it or not. But if you're talking about willingly, I don't know, maybe one day. Who knows, if I ever get like big time, maybe. But one of the things about VTuber culture, at least back then, not so much anymore, is that virtual VTuber is virtual for a reason. Okay, so let me just check the Holohouse real quick. I'm gonna be going as Hachama, because I always do. In the next update, Caillou said that you're gonna wanna have high level like workers pawns, and thankfully I was already ahead of him and all of my workers are level 50. I'm not the biggest fan of some of them, like looks wise, but I have variety, and I guess that's something. So they are all level 50, and yeah, I don't feed them anymore because I don't want them to make money for me. I don't need money. I have an incredible amount of money that I'm gonna be wasting all of it in the casino in the newest update. So this is my house. I just want to show it off. I have everything bought, everything that they offer. I'm sure there are gonna be more things that are being sold, but I'm a bit of a minimalist, so this is my house. Yeah, no, I just don't really care about my house decorating here, at least not in this game. If we were talking about Animal Crossing or something like that, like when I played Animal Crossing, I spent so much time fixing up my house. I just think this is funnier. Also, rest in peace, Aqua. And also rest in peace, Amelia Watson. But we're gonna be talking about that once we are playing. I'm just gonna go through some of the nicknames. Jimmy-san, this is Jimmy, and it's Rosetai from Aki Rose. You most likely know the reference if you are in the whole Holocure, I'm not Holocure, Hololive sphere. Henia, my favorite VTuber. Seed Sniffer, Sora, Eating Mike Tyson, Patas, Ratalia, Flux. Flux, by the way, my friend and fellow streamer, is busy today, so he won't be able to join us, which is a shame. But I always leave timestamps in the comments, so I guess once I do the timestamps, I'm gonna be sending this stream to him so he can check it out. Because there's some stuff I want him to look at. Dr. Floran, this is my best friend in real life. Peace and bats. So yeah, all of my employees are max level. So that's good. This is where the casino is going to be in the update. Okay, so if we go to play and select whoever, you can see that with all characters I have it all cleared. I already cleared all of the stages. And last time we did a bit of time mode. And I really like doing the time mode. We might do one here just for fun. But the one mode that I haven't shown on stream is Endless. And I actually been playing a lot of Endless lately, and I think I have a build, like a general build, that works with most characters. So we're gonna be showing that off. Okay, so Blue Doge, is there any character that you want me to use in particular? Because I already played this game so much. I usually don't mind using any character. The ones that I use the most though are probably Irys, Roboco, Bales I should say, whichever character I like the most. Okay. It's a shame there's no Henya, but she's not Hololive. I guess we'll use Irys. There's no Halloween costume, but let's pretend with this Santa Claus outfit. I'm gonna be doing this stage, the hardest one. I already do it a lot, so I got kind of bored of it. So this is my new favorite stage to do Endless on. The good thing about Irys... Oh, there's been a hot minute since I've listened to the music in this game. I hope I don't get copyright struck, because whenever I play Holocure I always get copyright strike. It doesn't affect the channel, but it makes me nervous. Let me explain my tactics here. So an Endless run is 30 minutes, and we are gonna need a specific amount of collabs, stickers for our main attack, and items. So the good thing about Irys is that she has a really good regular attack, and we need to get that up so it can penetrate multiple enemies. So, oh yeah, I always forget that this song reminds me of Super Mario World ROM hack, that it's kind of infamous. I hope that the game doesn't slow down too much. By the way, Windows updates always tries to dick me over. So today is my 2nd year anniversary and I was very excited about it. Oh, we need the glasses. Sorry to keep interrupting myself, but in this build you are gonna want credit card, the blacksmith hat, and anything that increases your experience. Because you're gonna want as much anvils and as much experience as you can harvest. And the glasses are a part of it. This is not so different than my usual build. But I'm gonna be upgrading certain things in a different pace. Okay, so everything here is useful, but we're gonna get Halu. It's a little bit risky to get it right now. Is that character a W or an L? Oh, she's definitely a W. Before the latest update, she was the best character to grind money on. But I just like that her regular attack is multi-hit. So you really can play around with that. Yeah, you really need to get Halu quick, because if you go long enough without Halu, maybe the game won't give it to you. And Halu increases the difficulty of the enemies and the spawn rate, so there's gonna be a lot more enemies, it's gonna get harder. But that also means more experience points. I really like Irys as a character, and I really like in this game, and I like her. Okay, we're gonna get the Gorilla Paw because that is essential for the super collab that we need. Yeah, I like her as a VTuber as well. I don't watch her that often, I'm not gonna lie. But whenever I do watch her, I really like her personality. She's super funny. When it comes to watching full streams, like I haven't done that in a long time. The only... Ooh, this is a really good sticker. So this sticker helps us with haste. So now our regular attack is gonna come out faster, just thanks to that sticker. And that is RNG being good on our side. What we need now is the Asakoko plug. So yeah, I haven't been watching full streams anymore from anyone, only from my friend Flux the Forsaken. And I mean, my Kamiyoshi right now is sick and she still hasn't gotten any better. Henia the Genius, she's still recovering from COVID. And I hope she's okay. I mean, at least we have some updates about her. But she has been sick for a long time. And yeah, so I haven't even been watching clips of her because, well, there's no new content. When it comes to, it sounds like you really know the game. Oh yeah, I like I said, I played over 200 hours of this game. It's my time killer. Whenever I'm listening to podcasts or whatever YouTube content in the background, I'm always playing this. So yeah, when it comes to current VTubers that I'm watching, I guess it's mostly clips of Hololive. I mean, they have the best branding, I suppose, and they absolutely invade your algorithm, your YouTube algorithm, if you watch even one stream of them. So, and I eat it all up, so there's that. I don't watch Bishoyo anyways, I just watch Henia. Sometimes I like watching Kazon, but mostly when she does like in real life content. I've been... What have I been listening? Bro is addicted? A little bit, yeah, with this game. I mean, it's also a free game, and I want to play new games, but I'm waiting for a Steam sale, whether it is the fall Steam sale or the winter's Steam sale. So while I wait for the discounts, I'm playing this game. Okay, we really need that as a Coco. Right now we're not doing bad, but we're not doing the best either. I'm trying to get those collabs going on. No, still too early for Halu. What games do I want to play? The game that I've been wanting to play for the longest time now is called River City Girls 2. The person that did the art for that game is the developer of this game, actually. So I already know that the game is very much my speed. I already 100% completed the first one, but I did it on my Nintendo Switch, so I don't have any achievements or anything like that to show off. I just did everything that is possible to do in that game. Other than that, there's other games like Melatonin, which is a rhythm game. I don't know if playing a rhythm game on stream is the best idea. I don't know if I could keep up. But at least playing it on my own, I would really like that. And there's also Omori, that is like a game made in RPG Maker. So it's very much a JRPG, at least JRPG inspired in games like Earthbound and all of that. You know the type of game. It became a bit trendy to make fun of games like that, but I'm still curious enough about it. Other than that, there's like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, a beat 'em up that is inspired in Turtles in Time, so maybe I want to try that one. There's also some Nintendo games that I want to play, but I don't have any game capture for that, so that is a no-no when it comes to streaming. Okay, so here's part of the strategy. Every item, you can enchant it. So you should do it with every item, because once you combine them, you get 2 enchantments per collab. So I wouldn't be combining items until you have at least an enchantment on each of them. So I'm trying to do that right now. Yeah, the game is running a little bit slow, but I guess that's because of the game capture. I mean OBS, I should say. Usually when I play by myself, it runs a little bit faster than this. Like I said, I stream from a laptop, so this is very, very ghetto. But if it works, it works, at least for now. It's definitely running better than when I tried doing it in my first year anniversary. So yeah, improvements, I suppose. Okay, let me check. We're gonna keep upgrading our weapons. I'm hoping for the credit card and the blacksmith hat, or whatever it's called, the band. Once we have enough firepower, we're not gonna be moving around as much. Oh, here's the Asakoko. This is definitely what we needed. So yeah, so we have a Halu level 3. Okay. OBS messes my laptop up so bad. Yeah, I mean, right now, besides the game, it's the only thing I have opened. I don't have opened my my web browser or anything like that, and I'm playing at a lower resolution, so I mean, I'm doing what I can. Hopefully one day in the near future I'll get an actual gaming PC, because my best friend is an actual gamer PC. A PC gamer, I should say, and he said that he would give me his older gaming PC for a good price, like a discount, so to say. So I'm interested in checking that out. He's been a friend of mine for over 10 years, so I don't think there's any ill intent, but still I want to watch it perform before I do anything hasty. Okay, so I'm not doing too much damage, but that's only because I don't have any super collapse. And right now, I can check my weapons like this. I think I need another anvil, otherwise I'm not gonna be upgrading. Okay. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna keep calm and keep increasing my weapons. Okay, yeah, I was about to say, like, this is my 2nd year anniversary and I'm very excited to play or whatever. But Windows wanted to dig me over because it started downloading Windows 11, and I'm like, wait, hold the phone a second. I'll let you do it because I know you're gonna keep harassing me until I do it, but at least let me pause the download until I actually finish streaming, because when updates start downloading, it's gonna slow down your PC significantly. So I had to pause the Windows 11 update, so it's most likely that after this I'm gonna install it. And not only that, but I'm gonna make a backup of all my files, because you never know, Windows might mess up and delete something. I think it's always good to be on the lookout for that type of stuff. I'm sorry. I'm also not used to talking for so long. Just in general. Okay, so none of these are enchanted, and these are the ones that I want to combine the most, but I already enchanted this one. So I'm gonna enchant the glow stick. So now both have extra damage. And if I go over here, I combined both the enchantments, so now we have an extra 30 damage. That's one of the first things that I feel you should do if you are trying to run an endless run. So right now I could combine the fan beam and the Asakoko beam, the Asakoko tail. But I'm waiting for more regular anvils so I can do this. So I need another regular anvil. The collab that I did right now, it freezes the enemies, so it gives us a little bit of time to think and just adjust ourselves. Next collab needs this one, so I'm gonna take it. There, that should do it. Okay, so here comes a mini boss that is actually kind of dangerous. So I'm gonna remain in this side of the screen, so we can attack him with everything that we got next turn. Here comes. If that thing blows up, I don't know how much damage it does, but it cannot be good. There we go, not so bad. Yeah. Now we need the cutting board. Oh, here we go, here we go. So we enchant the fan beam, and now we can do the super collab. And this is just a collab, sorry. But once we combine that with another item, we're gonna make the super collab, and that is the most powerful item in the entire game. So it's gonna be easy from then on. Come on, we need the lab code or something like that. Oh, credit card. Okay, that's perfect. I'm gonna start taking the gifts right now. He anchors. He anchors. Okay, now we have it maxed. Okay, when the timer hits 10 minutes, there's gonna be 2 bosses, so you need to be prepared for that. So I'm not gonna be using my special for now. Oh, here's the cutting board, and it's already enchanted, so I'm gonna take it. I wanted to take the credit card, but priorities. See, stuff like that is the one, the type of thing that you must plan ahead for. I'm just upgrading my stamps. I usually like taking the more defensive stamps instead of offensive, like focus on defense, because once the 30 minutes hit, we're gonna be needing to constantly heal ourselves and freezing the enemies instead of trying to kill them so much. So yeah, we're gonna be on the run. Oh, there's the hammer. Okay. So this hammer allows us to combine certain items with collapse. So I pick up the monkey paw, the gorilla paw, because it can combine with this fire laser. And now here comes the best item in the game. Holy fire. So not only that attacks on the front, it also protects our back. And it's homing. So, and that also combines very well with our regular attack. This is why I like using this character. If you just start rotating like this, you cover a lot of ground. So as you can see, enemies aren't even coming near us. And we are only a third of the run-in. And we're already doing this good. Still, I feel like I need more items. We really need that blacksmith hat. Okay, here comes the two bosses. One of them throws bullets at you, the other one throws fire at you. So you really want to hit him with everything you've got. Oh my god, here she comes, here she comes. Okay, I managed to kill the one with the fire. But the one with the bullets is flying around there. Oh, okay. There we go. That wasn't too hard. The final boss of this... I mean, not the final boss, but the... Oh, wait. Yeah, I'll take all of it. The boss that shows up in 20 minutes is an exaggerated version of that one, so... It's gonna be stronger, faster, more relentless. Okay, okay, so there's a certain item that does better or worse depending with the character. Let's call it small, medium, and oh, here's the target. Drops falling bounce ball on a random target. Size of the ball varies between characters. So there's small, medium, and large characters. The larger the character, the better this item is with the this item with them. This character is medium, so I think I prefer to do another item. So I'm gonna leave it there. Also, I'm gonna start increasing my stats instead of my weapons, because in the long run I think that's gonna be more useful. Okay, yeah, 2 more levels on that cutting board and we can do another collab. And we're gonna have even more coverage than the one we have now. We also have 10 burgers, 10 vegetarian burgers. And that's gonna come in really handy at the end of the stage, when the enemies try to kill me relentlessly. So, yeah, what the burgers do is that if you reach, if they take 75% of your health, the burger heals you, and you can do it up to 10 times. So, in my opinion, that is the best dish in the game. Sure. What we want right now is the sticker that looks like a bat. That is not it, that is a flower. So yeah, this is why I like this character. If you just rotate like this, with the holy fire and the okay, oh, this one isn't even cursed, so there we go. Now we can finally combine them. So yeah, I want to level this up, and now we're gonna have a new collab. There we go. Great. Now we're near unstoppable. So I want to get the BL and the Psycho X. If this was a larger character, I will take the bouncing ball and the tear. But Irys is very much medium. I mean, at least comparatively. Now we have level 5 Halu, which means that the enemies are incredibly resistant. So we gotta play a little bit carefully. Yeah, I like staying in this area because it's open enough that you can avoid everyone and you have a lot of escape options, and also the experience is gonna be around this big open area instead of in between all of the furniture. Okay, we're gonna need to enchant this. Knockback effect, that is really good. Okay, I need that BL. My voice is already a bit gruff because I've been talking for a long time. It really is a shame that my friend Flux couldn't be here for the screenshots that I showed earlier. I feel like he would have gotten a kick out of it. But hey, sometimes it's just not possible. I've always said this, like when I started streaming, if my friends couldn't make it to my important streams, I would try really hard to not hold it against them, because I mean, we're busy, or sometimes we are not even busy, we just don't feel like it. So if a big stream is coming up, I don't expect them to show up, but I do let them know beforehand. But yeah, I mean, there's more important stuff, or you just don't feel like it sometimes. And there's nothing wrong with that. Besides, these are long ass streams, like, and in inconvenient times, like, don't even get me started on time zones. And all of my friends and I, we have irregular sleep schedules. Or at least I'm pretty sure, unless real life doesn't allow us that luxury. It is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. My next stream, I mean, it depends on how it goes with the computer updating and everything, but it's gonna be either me reacting to VTuber clips, my Halloween stream, my second Halloween stream I should say, where I play a variety of scary games, which are pretty tame. It's mostly gonna be text-based. There's also Bug Fables. We need to finish Bug Fables. We are pretty close to the end, so maybe I could play that at nighttime. Maybe not today, but maybe around this week. We really need to finish Bug Fables. I'm glad I at least already did my this stream. I was a bit nervous about showing those screenshots. I think it's funny, but whenever you record from your desktop directly, it's always a bit nerve-wracking. Even if you have nothing to hide, it's like, who knows? People are so creative nowadays, and it's not always with the best intentions, you know? Okay, I really need the code. The experience code. I'm really missing out on a lot of experience. I'm gonna start collecting the experience now. Oh wait, after I kill this guy. Are you dead already? Shit, shit. Okay. Okay, it's dead, but it took a while. We're running out of rerolls. Blacksmith gear! Yes! Now we can use the anvils twice. Oh, that is perfect. Okay, I need all of this good shit. Give me the experience. We need the BL, we need the BL. HP. Where's the VL? Oh my god, don't screw me. Don't screw me out of this. Ooh, okay, we still have another chance. Oh, we really need that VL. I mean, I guess we can combine it with the music song, but... yeah, this game is super hectic. My friend Flux doesn't like it that much because of it. But I really like it. It's frying my attention span, I suppose. Here's the BL! Just in time, hell yeah. Okay, so we need to go to those sandals. We need to enchant this. And level it up. Okay, we're only one shy from it. Next level up is gonna be crucial. And it's already raining outside. Oh man, I really want to put on the fan. But during the last stream, Lily's well, it was so distracting. All throughout the game, I mean not all throughout the stream I should say, but during a lot of the stream, you will hear just air blowing on the microphone, and that was very displeasing. Jesus Christ. I cannot wait for the update on this, it's gonna be so great. I wonder if the developer feels any pressure when people say that, like, oh, it's gonna be so great. I mean, I have a lot of faith in him, but he seems to be a bit, how should I say it? I don't know if he's burnt out, or maybe, I don't know, he's been struggling a little bit getting this update out. Maybe he feels like people expect too much of him, or maybe he feels a little bit guilty that he's gonna be leaving the updates on this game behind to focus on other stuff. So we'll see. Uh-oh, okay. What else do we need? Okay, we need the coat and we need the full meal. Otherwise this might not be the best run. I mean, we can still make it work. Oh, I'm so freaking sweaty. Okay, so we can collab now, but I'm gonna leave that there because we need the code. No, we're fucked. Ah. 10% to crit chance, the target takes 500 violence damage. Either the focus shades or the headphones would be the best case scenario right now. I feel that for Irys, maybe the focus shades? Yeah, fuck it. Well, since that got ruined, I guess we can go do this. And I'm gonna be leveling up my Holy Fire. Yeah, now all of the enemies are red. And that means that they are taking damage over time. Heavy damage over time. So it's not the worst item for her. Careful with this one. There we go. Yeah, I don't think we're getting that code. Nope. Ah. We don't even get the tier. Okay, let me just rearrange myself because it hurts. I like the nightly milk, but I'd rather wait for the coat again, so I think I'm better off taking a weapon. Sorry about that. Yeah, the game is running a little bit slow. It's not as bad as it has been in other occasions, but it's still kind of bad. Okay, we need the coat or the double healing. Man, we started off so good. Why did it go to shit? Ironically, I don't think Hope Soda is that good on Irys. God, my legs hurt so bad. Also, I'm a bit sore because I had to clean like our entrance, and it's a lot of stone steps and ramps, and it's all covered in moss, so I had to scrub the hell out of the stone to get it off with soap. And it's better because it's been raining a lot, so it's dangerous that we may fall. I actually fell while cleaning it off, so my body is kind of sore right now. I'm not in top condition. I actually slept a lot today. Okay, full meal. Yeah. I mean, I guess a little bit less of experience is not the worst thing. Oh. Okay, so this is not the ideal run of this, but it's what we have. I'm gonna make it work. Sorry, I'm just rearranging my stamps to have better control of the board. I just like putting them together so I can organize myself. Oh, this one's missing. And we get another one. What we need is the one with the bat, because that actually heals us, and we're gonna be needing that in the last stretch of this. Okay, now let's use those anvils. Not only they are in the way, but we need their strength. There we go. Ah, my leg. Okay, we're getting very close to the boss of the area. 3 more minutes. No, 2 more minutes. And we still haven't gotten the bat stamp. Okay, so we can no longer upgrade our items or our weapons. So what becomes important in this moment is to use our level ups to level up our stats. Now, I want to have a lot of HP and a lot of speed. And if it's possible, upgrade our critical to 100%. And after that, the priority should be haste and then attack. And on the very last, pickup range. Because pickup range doesn't matter that much if we get rainbow experience points. Ugh. So now it's just a matter of waiting. After this round is over, I'm gonna be showing off all of my better times, because I'm never in the top 10, but I've gotten a little bit close. Not super close, but I've gotten close. After showing those off, I think we're gonna do another endless, and that's gonna be it. I don't have too much energy right now, and I should be getting started on making a backup of my files before upgrading to Windows 11. And also doing the timestamps, I suppose. Yeah, the ones that I always update the first with the anvils are Holy Fire and Bone Brothers, because those are the ones that cover our front and behind. And for Irys, I think I'm gonna be upgrading her regular attack, because it's just that good. Critical. Yeah, when the update shows up, I'm gonna be playing it on stream, but I'm probably not gonna stick around too much. I'm gonna check everything that the game has to offer, everything new, but after I react to it live, I'm just gonna turn off the stream and I'm gonna keep playing on my own, because the performance on the game is better that way. Okay, I think we're getting close to the boss, so I'm gonna hold off a little bit. But after we kill off the boss in this area and we wait for the 30 minutes, I think I'm gonna be talking a little bit about my personal life, just to fill up the time in the stream, I guess. I mean, there's stuff that I want to talk about, but not a lot has changed. I guess there's some new stuff I want to address. Also, where's the goddamn bat stamp? Okay, you cannot kill these ones, so you have to avoid it. I don't play Toho or anything like that, but I play plenty of Holocure. I don't know if I would call this a full bullet hell, but it's kind of simple for a bullet hell. Very forgiving too. I mean, it can get ugly if you don't know how to make synergy out of your items. Oh, also if you get too close to the bullets. See, I can avoid them, but I still get hit from time to time. That would have absolutely killed me in Toho. Oh, that moving part. Okay, there we go, we killed her. So, this is where the regular stage would have been over. But since we chose Endless, we get 10 more minutes. And then comes the real survival horror. Really, it's such a shame I didn't get the code. Other than that, this would have been probably a perfect run. Well, I also haven't gotten the bat stamp, but I had a feeling that I'm gonna be getting it. I mean, you have to get it. They always give you all of the stamps when you're playing Endless. Sometimes they just take a while to show off. Let's see if I can make it spawn if I gander over here. Nope, I guess while we wait for it. Actually, before I get into my personal life, let's talk a little bit about what's been happening in the VTuber sphere. Minato Aqua from Hololive JP Generation 2 has graduated after like 7 years of streaming, and that is utterly insane. I mean, I'm not gonna lie and pretend that I was like the most active viewer of Aqua. I mean, I only seen her on clips, and I mean, I wasn't even that much of a fan of her, but I know, I mean, I didn't dislike her or anything, not that much, but it cannot be denied just how much impact she had in the VTubing sphere, especially in Japan, and she's definitely one of the pillars of Hololive, and it made Hololive what it was. I mean, she made Hololive what it was in certain aspects, like the whole obsession with, and even in VTubing with the FPS games such as Apex, and a lot of the bonds she had with, fuck, are you serious? With other Holo members such as Marine, like the whole gimmick of being her daughter, and her friendship with Shion, who was already kind of burnt out on making Hololive content. I mean, she's her gym mate, so she has streamed as much as, for as long as Aqua has streamed. And I mean, Aqua was incredibly big in China before the thing with the YouTube statistics happened, and even after that she was still like very much popular everywhere, but mostly in China, Japan. But yeah, her last graduation stream had so many live viewers. It was so emotional for everyone, especially her. Where's that goddamn bat stand? And I don't know, I guess just respect out of her. I'm thankful that she managed to live in good terms with Cover, because I mean, earlier this year we also had Mel, also Mel, who left Hololive, but it was under a bit messy. It was a broken NDA, but it was an accident, but it still had to happen. So that's not happy times. And also for me, I mean, nothing against Amelia or Aqua. The one that shocked me the most, the one that has been there since day one, Achan, the creative director or producer or however you want to call her, one of the true pillars of Hololive, she left. I don't even think I can call it a graduation because she wasn't a talent, but she just left and she needed to focus on her family or something like that. She left under good conditions as well, and she has one hell of a legacy. And every time she was in the official channel or in a collab or anywhere, I just feel like she was such a part of the Hololive identity, and I really do feel like that's the end of an era. Like, she shocked me more than any other graduation that has happened. Well, besides Pika maybe, you know, because that hit personally on me. The most painful still is probably Coco, because of the circumstances around it. But yeah, that's insane. I mean, I was talking with this about this with my brother, because he also watches Hololive, and I was like, the only graduations that could shock me more than this is probably if someone like Miko or Fubuki were to leave, or Sora in that case, I suppose. Because it's just so... I mean, it was Achan, man. She was there since day one. Also, did I just hear something spawn? Yeah, I guess it was the Sandbell. I don't like upgrading the Snow Sake as much, because I feel like the purpose of it is to freeze rather than to do damage. Oh, I heard a stamp, I think. Here it is, the bat, finally. Okay, so this is when we ditch offense and we take defense. We need this. Oh. And this. And these are all of the stamps that we're gonna be using for our final encounter. So I'm gonna be leaving them here and getting all of this to sell. just so that they are out of the way. And live. Well, it's a shame, but yeah, this is all we need. So, faster firing rate, heals, and freezing enemies. I'll take the health. So we're back to doing loop-de-loops again, just farming the experience. Again, it could have been way better with the code, because that would mean more experience. But hey, at least the enemies are red now. I think that's gonna help in the long run, not as much as the experience, but we'll see. Okay, so yeah, I talked about Alsora Mel, Minato Aqua, and Achan. So now Amelia Watson. She probably hit a lot harder for Western audiences, people that got into Hololive because of EN, because she has been there since day one in Myth. And just how influential she was with setting trends in the Western VTuber sphere, and just the VTuber sphere in general. And with the PNGs of body parts or assets, like, she came up with that mostly with the feet on the table and like the blanket over her. That stuck out so much. Like Iron Mouse started doing that with the blanket on her, and people really liked it. It was a big success. She was also like the tech wizard of Hololive, and she's no longer a talent per se. She ceased streaming, like regular streaming, I suppose, but I think she can still make guest appearances, and she is called an affiliate in the official Hololive website. So she says that she's gonna be still involved with the company. She's still gonna be talking around with the talents. She might make guest appearances. So who knows? It's not the last we're gonna see of Amelia, but an end of an era, definitely. Like 4 years is nothing to sneeze at. Like for the people, I mean, it was late 2020, but still, for the people that got into VTubing because of the pandemic, like they must have gotten so attached to Myth, and Ame being a part of that. Like it just hits different. I respect her a lot. Like when Hololive Myth came out at first, I was already involved in VTubing. I mean, I was already not involved, but rather very immersed in it by the JP side of it, by the Japanese. So I was a bit nervous on how they were going to blend in with Hololive JP and ID, and it was also in the middle of the Coco controversy, so that just muddied things a little bit more, and it was very difficult for both viewers and talents alike. Even the company, I feel like no one really knew how to tackle the situation correctly. Now I think everybody has more of a, both the audience, the company, and the talents, we all have um, more of an idea on how things work and how we should tackle delicate situations. But back then it was real experimental. I just I subscribed to all of Myth because I actually thought they were pretty cool. Like I was expecting them to be a bit more Twitch core, and I really dislike Twitch. I've said this multiple times, and I just don't enjoy the culture around Twitch at all. And people say, oh, it's almost the same thing, but to me it's not. Besides, I think VTubing started in YouTube, and I'm not gonna say like, oh, it should stay there, because that sounds really like pretentious and gatekeepy. But I should say that I have a lot more respect and affinity for VTubing being a YouTube thing. It's never gonna feel like Twitch is the place for VTubing, at least not to me. I know that it gets a shit ton of views, and there are a ton of successful VTubers there. Obviously, Iron Mouse just being the most subscribed person on Twitch right now. Like, you cannot deny how successful Twitch is in VTubing and otherwise. I just don't like it personally. I will never stream on Twitch, only if it was kind of like an emergency situation, I guess. Like if I got completely and utterly banned on YouTube for some reason, and I had to make a really important announcement or something like that, I don't know. I just don't like Twitch at all. But what I wanted to say with this is that I was subscribed to Takanashi Kiara, Amelia Watson, Calliope Mori, Gargura, and the only one from Myth that I didn't subscribe to was Inanis. Nothing against her personally, she was just not my cup of tea, and her voice just blended so much with my own thoughts, like it wouldn't stick out enough. So I will be listening to her, and nothing would impermeate in my head. It's like, what happened? I just couldn't pay enough attention to her, so I was like, I'm sorry, Ina, this is not working, I'm not gonna subscribe, but I subscribed to everyone else. And they all did their thing in... They all had their own style, and I ended up unsubscribing from all of them eventually. Not because, I mean, I'm very selective with the people I actually subscribe to, because I use my sub box. Not a lot of people do, from what I understand. They just use the homepage. But I really like using my sub box. So I try to keep it organized and clean. So if I'm not gonna be watching a person's content, I'm most likely going to unsubscribe. And since VTubers, I mean at least corporate VTubers, stream very often, I didn't want my sub box to be so cluttered. Amelia, though, was the one that I was... Well, Amelia and Kiara, actually, were the ones that I was cheering for the most at the beginning of Myth, because Amelia said that she was self-conscious about singing. And one of my favorite things about Japanese VTubers was when they sang, like karaoke. And, I mean, admittedly, she didn't have the best singing voice. Like, it was pretty bad. She even said it herself, like, it's bad, we all know it's bad. But everybody kept encouraging her, and she kept practicing. and she managed to get better. And when she really tries, like, you can really hear the difference. She still is not like on a professional level or whatever, but she managed to hold her own weight on Hololive, which is a very heavily singing and performance type of job. So that was very endearing. And Takanashi Kiara, I mean, she always had like an inferiority complex because she was always kind of behind with everyone else when it comes to views. She was the least subscribed Myth member and she was like, oh damn it. And in one of the earlier streams of her, she tried streaming Minecraft and she just couldn't get it to run for the life of her. And she was so bummed out about it. And I mean, I remember being there in chat and everyone was encouraging her, being like, dude, it's okay, I mean, we can do something else, we can look into it, we don't mind waiting, like, let's try to fix it or something like that, right? And I just felt so bad. And I always found her very entertaining. I mean, besides she was the only one that could speak Japanese fluently at the beginning of Myth. Now, Calliope Mori is basically also fluent in Japanese. And Ina, I mean, she kind of like can hold her own weight in a Japanese conversation. She uses very basic Japanese, but she can manage. Amelia, I think she was the least, the one that could speak Japanese the least. And Gura, I mean, she can't speak Japanese either, but I mean, contextually enough, she manages to do it, and she also sings in Japanese sometimes, so at least she can communicate like that. I mean, she can connect with the Japanese audience like that. So yeah, I was really cheering for Kiara at the beginning. I thought her being bilingual, I guess trilingual, like a polyglot, because she could also speak German, her native tongue. I think that was very impressive always. I also feel like that led a lot of expectations on her that she couldn't handle that much. Like, people were expecting her to basically translate everything when it comes to collabs. But if you know anything about how collabs and in entertaining and VTubing and all of that works, like, it's not as simple. It really disturbs the pace of the conversation and it's just not possible. I mean, it is for... That's why she did la Holo Talks. Like, she wanted to connect the Japanese audience with the Western audience. And she did a great job. I never missed a Holo Talk. She was really good at it. And that has slowed down a little bit. I guess it's... I don't know why. But I know that she must have her reasons. And I just don't want to pressure her anymore. I don't think anyone should pressure her. She's doing her thing. And I mean, at this point, obviously she's a bit over it. She's more comfortable in her own skin, and when it comes to in the VTubing sphere, she has a lot of kohais who really respect and love her. She has grown her own audience. Before it was homogenized, like it was like the Myth audience, right? But now she has her own section of fans that already know how she streams, how she likes to stream, how she is, her personality, her own belief system. So I think she's doing better in that regard. Yeah, Myth, growing up with Myth, such an interesting experience. I think nobody can really know what it felt like to be them except the 5 of them, because Council or Irys or even indies that were popular at the time, sure, they were popular in mostly Japanese audience sphere, but to be like the very first corpus that were as huge as they were during those times, shit must have been tough. And they talk about it from time to time, like, yeah, only we know what it's like. It's a silly comparison, but it's almost like the cast of Friends. Only they can know what it was like. Okay, so we're about to hit the time, like the 30-minute time, because we didn't have the code, the experience code. We didn't manage to get to 100% crits, and we would have gotten at least like a bunch more of experience, so I don't think we're gonna be lasting too much. It's a shame though. I need the health. We're about to hit it. You know, I think there's nobody listening right now, so screw it, I'm gonna put on the fan. At least for a little bit. Oh Christ, that feels good. Oh, it's gonna be atmospheric with the 30-minute mark. Oh wait, let me get that before we... Okay. BL Fuyoshi, which Irys is a big Fuyoshi, by the way, in case you didn't know. She is gonna deny it, but she knows that she is, and we know that she is. Okay, this is where we run away from them. Man, my laptop can't even handle it. I mean, OBS is not that heavy of an application, I don't know. I'm more impressed that it hasn't failed recording right now. It did during Lily's well, but thankfully it didn't interrupt anything important. Yeah, I'm just gonna be showing you my best times after this. And then maybe we can play a time trial just to close it off with gameplay. Because this is not the slowest thing ever, but it's still pretty slow. I turned around because I needed to scratch my nose. Yeah, the only bad thing about Irys is her special. I just don't like it. I don't know if that's balancing because of her really good regular attack. You know, after this, I think I'm gonna be brewing some coffee. I really feel like having coffee with the family. Yeah, I don't know. Well, yeah, we can do a time trial because that's quick. But other than that, really, I don't feel like doing another Endless on stream. I like doing it on my own time because it runs better. Always good to chill with family. Oh well, since you came back, I'm gonna turn off the fan in the background because I bet it's interfering with the sound, like blowing on the microphone. So yeah, this is the crazy stuff that happens after 30 minutes, and this is what makes endless endless. So if you're wondering how the heck am I staying alive, it's a combination of well, this character in particular, when she shoots, she has a chance of recovering HP because of her abilities. And I also incremented that with the bat stamp. So I'm healing constantly when I'm hitting the targets. And the full meal item allows that damage to be to heal me double. So I'm just healing constantly. That's why I can survive for so long. And not only that, but the item that freezes the characters allows me to go through them without taking damage, and also the stamp with like the stop sign freezes them. So the combination of all of that is allowing me to go through them. Obviously it's not gonna last forever, but we're gonna see for how much longer I can keep this up. Also, if I get too low on health, I have 10 burgers that are gonna be healing me automatically. So all of that combined is gonna allow me to survive for a good amount of time. No, yeah, I mean, I can die because they are so many and they are so relentless that they are just gonna swarm me inevitably. Like, they are so relentless that they're just straight up gonna kill me. But the objective is seeing just how much time I can avoid that from happening. Ooh, okay, so I'm gonna be using my special. Like I said, I usually don't talk for that long, so my throat is killing me, and I'm getting very tired. But I guess that's what happens. I mean, if I was just streaming me playing, why even commentate? Like, whenever I stream, I always try to keep conversation going. Otherwise, I mean, I just don't feel like there's much of a point in streaming. As a personality, I should say. Okay, they're getting kind of closer. Oh, my bad, you don't gotta talk if you don't want. No. I like doing it. That's the main reason why I stream. I like practicing my conversational English. I mean, it's pretty obvious that English isn't my first language, so I really like trying to keep myself practicing constantly, because obviously when I just type it, like when I'm writing in English, I don't get to articulate. I mean, I also stutter a lot and I stumble a lot of my words, but that is not me being English second language. That is also a lot of how I speak in my native language. I stumble a lot. I don't know if I have ADHD or whatever. A lot of people, I mean, nowadays they just say they have it, and I don't know if I'm one of them or whatever, but I've always been a little bit different when it comes to expressing myself and my learning process and all of that. It's just hard, you know. But yeah, streaming helps me keep getting better at it, so that's also a big part of why I do it. Okay. I almost Had to use one of my burgers there. I mean, they are used automatically, but... Okay, so we're reaching 33 minutes. Usually I last until 34 or 35. If I'm having a very good run, it's like around 36 or 37. But I've never gotten to 40. The best times in all of the game, like the leaderboards, are like 42, 45 of the very most. So, I don't know, maybe one day if I keep going at it, I'll be in the top 10. But see, they are getting much faster, so they aren't leaving me much time to escape or to heal myself through the shooting. So yeah, there's no option other than just keep avoiding them for now. Matter of fact, it's pretty intense. And also, this isn't the best setup. Like, the only two changes I would make is instead of the glasses, I would like the coat, the experience coat. And instead of the music note, I would like the tears. But I mean, it's pretty close to a perfect setup in my opinion. We're getting close to the 34. Oh. Okay, it's getting intense. I think... Yeah, they're gonna start swarming me real close. This is also why I like using the Holy Fire collab and the Bone Bros, because they keep both my back and my front covered, so that's more of a chance to freeze them. Jesus H. Christ. Not that I said Jesus H. Christ, I mean it's Halloween, right? Halloween month. So I'm very happy that Creepcast, this YouTube channel that I like with Meat Canyon and Wendigoon, uploaded a really good creepypasta. I hadn't heard of it until they covered it, but it's probably one of my new favorites. So I really recommend their latest episode. It's always fun when I run into a creepypasta that I haven't heard yet and I end up liking it. Because back in my day, like around 2013, especially around 2013, 2014, I was obsessed with creepypastas and all of that shit, so for me it's always a trip to hear about scary stories, especially during October. I have such a big appreciation for Halloween. I'm not much of a scary movie type of person, because I think those movies are more fun to watch with people. But none of my family members or friends like scary movies that much. They either find them very lame or they find them really scary, so they aren't really that comfortable looking at them. And I mean, I'm a little indifferent. It's not like horror is my favorite movie genre. I like more internet horror, like creepypastas, scary videos, ARGs, all of those types of projects, rather than the Hollywood point of view on those stuff. Like urban legends and all of that, it's super fun. Oh my god. I need to watch the movie Long Legs. Sorry I'm not looking at chat, by the way. This really requires all of my concentration because we are in the 34 minutes range. So one false movement here and it's game over. But yeah, I mostly like the internet culture around horror, or just like the urban legend aspect of it. Because for Hollywood, when it comes to horror, it's mostly like serial killers or overly goofy monsters or just violence. I don't know, I think the internet does it better. Of course there's exceptions, like Stanley Kubrick does horror so good, and Stephen King, like this. I don't read that much, gonna be honest, but I like the film and television adaptations of Stephen King horror, like obviously like Misery, Thinner. Well, what's that one that is very famous called? The one with Jack Nicholson? The one with Red Room and all of that. Shit, I forgot the name. Well, that one, you know that one. Even it is okay. I don't know if I'd say that. I mean, I never watched the classic one, gonna be honest. I've only watched the newer versions. Wow, 35 minutes, we're doing okay. Oh, this is too scary. Okay, there goes my health. Oh god. I still haven't used any burgers. And that is only because of Irys' ability. This is why I like this character, she keeps healing so much. With her multiple projectile weapon. Oh god. They are getting too fast for me. And I'm not leveling up because I cannot pick up the experience I get from killing them. Oh. But yeah, I used to be subscribed to Some Ordinary Gamers, Murahar, back in the day, but I mean, he changed so much that... Oh, there goes my first burger. I really cannot stand the content that he does now. I mean, I check on him occasionally, but he just became such a different person than from what he was. It's okay, people change, and I'm sure he feels he changed for the better, but I just don't like it personally. That's not the person that I subscribe for. I remember he used to post ritual pastas, which is basically rituals you're supposed to do in order to... There goes another burger. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Okay, I might be close to dying here. It's already 35 minutes. Closer to 36. I need to go diagonally sometimes and that slows me down. Oh god. Oh god. But yeah, ritual pastas were always my favorite ones. Because it's almost like a dare. Like, you know it's all fake, but do you dare to do it? I think that's a very fun aspect of it. I also like when he browsed the deep web, but I mean, there's only so much you can show from there, and it gets kind of old after 100 episodes of that. So I understand why he shifted his focus on his content, but he was always a big inspiration, not gonna lie. I mean, I cannot look at chat right now, and I don't know if you're there, but do you have any horror YouTubers or something like that that you enjoy watching? I mean, I guess Meat Canyon and Wendigo. I'm only subscribed to Papa Meat and Creepcast, but the other day I watched a ton of Wendigo videos and he was okay. Like, I liked his content, but I'm mostly there for Creepcast. I only have 4 burgers left. I'm very close to dying. But this is probably one of the better times I've done on this. I'm glad it's on stream. Oh, shucks. I mean, another thing with Murahar is that he did a lot of silly video game creepypastas. And I mean, I like listening to those too, because mostly they were very silly. I don't know, I just liked hearing what creative things people were writing about, even if they were lame. I don't care if it was lame, like, as long as it's entertaining and somebody put their creative outlook out there, like, at least have a little bit of humor behind it, like, sure, it's cringy, but you had fun writing it, didn't you? That was something that came from you, like, I just think it's funny, and it should be appreciated, not shamed. Oh, we don't have any more burgers, this is the end. Let's see if we can make it to 36. Let's at least make it to 36. Oh god, 8 more seconds. No, this is it. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm dead. Oh god. Oh. Okay, let's see the record. Obviously, I'm the better one on the daily, but in all time, I'm on 38. Okay, that's not too bad. The one that is in first place was level 166 and had a time of 45:26. That's crazy. Yeah. Let me check something. Where's mine? Where's mine? Yeah, my best time is still 38. I mean, my best time is still 39 minutes, and my rank is 38. That's not too bad. Everybody's different. I'm glad that you can feel comfortable enough to talk in English, despite your stuttering and stuff. Yeah, Hollywood be failing for real. Yeah, I like listening to horror podcasts while I'm doing other stuff. Oh yeah, what kind? I mean, I like this channel. I mean, I don't listen to it anymore, but he's called Let's Read, and he does a lot of horror content and stuff. But anyways, let's do something here. Okay, so these are my best times in the time stage. We're gonna be looking through them. Amelia Watson, yeah, I'm 459, that is not good. Okay, let's just see which ones are pretty good. 200, 166. Irys is not that bad, 172. 104 with Mio, that's not bad. 105 with ASCII. 103 with Hachama. Oh, this is the best time that I have in Time Attack, I think. Yofi is number 55. It used to be 42 for me when I got it fresh, but I guess enough people have played that they took that from me. It's okay, I don't. But yeah, I think that was my best time. Ollie is 136. This is also one of my better ones with Kobo. Number 57. That's pretty high up. Okay, now let's go with stages. Wait, are Endless different than those? Wait. No, I don't think they are. Yeah, no. Yeah, I usually don't do the normal stages, I only do the hard ones. So I bet that when we get... Yeah, see? Oh, look, I'm 20th here. This is not bad at all. Okay, that is not bad. 175, that's less good. Nothing with Gura. And 124, not too bad. Yeah, nothing good here. 339. Oh, look at this one, 44. Okay, okay. I don't use Crony that much. Let's go to the characters I do use. Yeah, 38 is probably my better one. Rank 20 is crazy. Keep grinding and you might be top 1. Yeah, who knows, maybe. I'll keep using characters that I like and coming up with um, good setups. I like using Mio a lot, but I don't think she's that good of a character. Oh, see, this one is pretty high up. 41. Oh, 32. Okay, okay. Okay, not bad. I like using Sora a lot, but not for Endless. Roboko is pretty good for Endless, but she's a very competitive character. I don't think I have a chance in getting top 1. Same with Suisei. Let's see. Oh, this is the worst character trying to get times with her because she's so powerful. Look at how competitive her time stage is. Yeah, 3 minutes 21 seconds, 3 minutes 22 seconds, 3 minutes 23 seconds. It's literally a second of difference. That is insane. This is the hardest character to get a high score in time stage with. You know what? Let's do that to close up the stream. Let's do a time stage. A time mode, I mean, with Risu. See, like the top times were like 320, my best is 418, and I wasn't even good enough for like top 100. That is how competitive this character is. I'm gonna get the Kusogaki shackles because I think that's gonna be very beneficial in this mode in particular. Oh, by the way, I absolutely adore the background in time mode. I also hope we're gonna get a new time stage in the update. Because, oh my, just look at the background, look how pretty that is. Yeah, I'm not gonna be leveling up the abilities. We're just gonna be focusing on our main weapon, items that rise our stats up, and hopefully, that might be good actually. And hopefully getting the tears and the Asakoko and all of that. Also, I'm a bit rusty when it comes to time mode, so this might not be the best run of it. Oh, see, this is good one. This increases haste a lot, and since we have the Kusogaki shackles, that is gonna help us with the negative attributes of the item. Now I need to level up that Kusogaki shackle like yesterday. Oh, we need this. Okay. Yeah, this is the last thing that I'm gonna be doing for today's stream. It was very fun. Thank you so much, Blue Doge, for staying. I should say, like, this is relevant, but I haven't been using my special. I'm such a dumbass. This is relevant for anyone that listens to my stream. I don't expect anyone to stay, but if you do, I'm very thankful. I don't want to make anybody feel like they have the obligation to stay, whether they are my friends, my loyal viewers, or my more casual viewers, it doesn't matter. For me, streaming is an experience that is mostly for me. Not to sound like an asshole about it, I'm just saying that whether I have an audience or not, I'm gonna try to have a good time. I always stream out of pleasure, never an obligation. This is a hobby for me. If I somehow manage to get it into a career or something like that, I will be eternally grateful, but it's most likely not going to happen. We gotta be realist about this type of stuff. But the number one advice I've ever heard of people doing content online is do it because you enjoy it. So trust me, I am enjoying it, and I am hoping for that not to change. This is my 2nd year anniversary. There's been some times where I don't feel like the best when I'm gonna stream, but I still push through because I either need to be distracted or I just feel like I need to finish a game or something. I don't know. For me, it's always I always get something positive out of streaming, so that's why I do it. So whether you're here or not, I'll be okay. It's what I'm trying to say. I'm not gonna get that because that's gonna lower my regular attack. Oh, now you give me the researcher code? Yeah, see, I already have 3 minutes and 10 seconds, and I'm nowhere near finished with this. I have the candy, but I really need the energy drink. That's gonna help with the haste. I like the potato too, because all of these are projectiles. And oh, that's gonna be useful. You gotta focus completely on damage when you do time attack, because if you start playing defensively, well, the enemies are gonna be spawning slower, and it's gonna take longer for you to kill them. So always try to pick up stuff that does damage or levels up your stats. So that's why I'm not taking that wing, because that wing is gonna lower my regular attack. I'm gonna get rid of this, I don't think I need it. And let's keep leveling up that as a Coco. Maybe the potato would be better, but... Oh, this is legendary, we need this. Yeah, I think this is for the better. I'm just upgrading my stamps. Like, for the other characters, I usually don't upgrade my regular weapon, but Risu is so good in this type of scenario that I just think it's worth it. There we go, trying to get all projectiles. The background music in this stage is also so freaking good. I don't know if I would call this one of my favorite games of all time, because it's so... I mean, I don't know. But I play it so much. And I like it so much. I only have 5% crit. Yeah, we really need a GWS pill, because that's gonna increase our crit. But I think it's a little late for that. Yeah, this is not a good time. Definitely not my best time. Okay. Let's try to get something better. Energy drink, finally. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Well, that kind of helps anyway. As long as you increase that haste. Ooh. Squirrel girl be going crazy. Yeah, look at how many nuts are on the screen. That's because her regular weapon bounces instead of disappearing. See, I'm gonna hit the 5 minutes, which is not good. Okay, Gorilla Paw. That's goodbye to our crits, but it's gonna be more damage. We're about to end the stage anyway, so it doesn't matter. There we go. See, 5 minutes and 5 seconds, that is not good. I wasn't even the best one today. See, 341 on the daily. That is as good as number 60 on all time. Yeah, that is... this is so intense. Look at these ridiculous times. Only a second of difference. There's like 3 places with the same time. It's funny. But yeah, I think the better ones that I have are with Yofi, 55, and Kobo with 57. Okay, I think that's it for us now. I've been streaming for a long time actually. It's already nighttime here, so thank you so much, Blue Doge, for joining me through most of the stream. It's very, very kind of you. I enjoyed spending time together. I enjoyed playing the game. I enjoyed showing off my screenshots and my best times. So next time we're gonna be playing, we're either wanna be playing the Halloween special with the scary games, we are gonna be reacting to VTuber clips, or we're gonna be playing more Bug Fables. Either way, I need to do stuff now, so tomorrow and Thursday, my friend usually would stream, but he's kind of busy, so he cannot stream this week. But next week, he's gonna be streaming Wednesdays and Thursday. He always does. Flux the Forsaken. So if you want more content, you can go there. So yeah, this is the outro now. Bye bye and thank you. Whoop, 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 whoop.